Hi, you guys. Happy, oh my gosh, I already blew it. What is today? Monday. Oh, my video. Okay, happy Monday. I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. It's not. If you're watching this, you're watching the replay. It gets better, I promise. My name is Greta Murray, and I am a Senior Executive Director with Monat. Hi, Amy. I'm excited you're here. I'm a Senior Executive Director. For last quarter, I was the number 7 top income earner, and I was invited to share a little bit on this page tonight with you about my story, how I got into this business and became successful here, and kind of who our company is, why it's an amazing opportunity, and why we want you to be part of it. So thanks for sharing a little bit of your evening with me tonight. I appreciate you being here. Hi, you guys. Okay, so I have been in direct sales for almost 7 years. And I like to say that I joined accidentally on purpose because it was something that I saw, as we all probably have. If you're not already involved in a company, you probably see people involved in social selling all over your timeline on Instagram or Facebook. And there's good reason for it, you guys, because it's an amazing opportunity. But 7 years ago, I feel like it was a little bit newer. And I didn't really know what it was. I didn't really understand the business model or the concept behind it, or just how enormous of an opportunity it could really be. I didn't know any of those things, right? So it was something that I really needed, my family really needed. Sorry, I'm just gonna swipe the comments because otherwise I start reading them and then I get distracted. But I needed a little bit of extra money, you guys. I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. I have 2 little girls. They are now 7 and 9. At the time, they were really small, like 1 and 2, I want to say. And we just weren't making ends meet. And I was kind of like, okay, should I go back to work so that I can then pour all of my money into daycare? Or is there some kind of viable business I could do from home? And I kind of started there. And I saw someone on my Facebook timeline. She was marketing a product, and I was kind of like interested in trying the product, but I couldn't afford it. So then she started talking to me about the business, and I was like, oh, like anyone could do that? I didn't even really realize that anyone could do it. I thought she worked for this company somehow. I didn't really get it. So she started kind of explaining to me how I could get involved, and I was just kind of like, oh, is that like for me though? I don't know. I started sort of cycling through all the reasons why, like maybe that works for you, but I don't think that would really work for me. I don't know a lot of people here. I live in Arizona now, but I'm from Wisconsin. So I don't have kind of like that base of a network of people I went to high school with, or people who I used to work with, or any of that, because I had moved across the country. So I'm like, okay, I don't really know a lot of people. I had a really small circle on social media. I think I had like 200 Facebook friends. I didn't really have a lot of money to get started, but what I kept seeing from her was things that would have made my life easier, right? So she would post things about paying for, this or this in cash. Or she would post about how she only had to, take one of her weekly checks to fill up her tank with gas. And I started thinking like, oh my gosh, like I need that. But I just kept talking myself out of it. And I don't know what like completely possessed me to jump in after so long of just kind of watching her. I do know that she posted a photo of a trunk full of groceries, and she said, I could have never gone to the store before and just like gotten whatever, before this company. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, pause. If I could just go to the grocery store and not have to like calculate every single dollar in my head as I'm shopping, that was enough reason for me to try, because that was a huge stress in my life. I was constantly trying to plan our meals out, see what was on sale, what could we freeze, all this stuff. And I was like, if just that one thing could be alleviated as a stress point in my life, I think it's probably worth a try. So, I say that I joined accidentally on purpose because I had really small goals in the beginning, and I thought like that was my goal, basically, to go to the grocery store and not have to stress about it. So what happened was I realized pretty fast that the more people that I find with similar goals as me to alleviate some stress or some financial burdens, or to have a little bit of breathing room, or just sleep a little better at night, not having to stress so much about just monthly and day-to-day finances. I realized that if I could find enough people who just needed the same things I did and I could teach them how to do it, by default, you become so successful. So I became really, really successful quickly because I had the heart to help other people who were in the same situation as me. And I knew that if I could do it, they could do it. So I just started sharing it, and I started sharing my success and my experience and the products with people, and it took off really, really fast. So with that company though, since I didn't really understand like the whole world of direct sales, and I didn't really understand that there was actually a lot of companies out there, there was a lot of different products that you could represent. I didn't know any of that, okay? I was just like, that girl is on my timeline making a few extra $100. I need a few extra $100. Show me what I need to do. So as I fell into this leadership position there, I realized that if I knew now, or if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have chosen a different company. And so I was sort of at this weird crossroads because I was really successful, and it was at that point supporting my whole family. But I didn't love it. I wasn't passionate about the products. I wasn't super excited sharing them with people. It wasn't even something that I really needed to use in my life. You know how usually you find something, you love it, and you're like, I can't live a day without this. And that's how I feel now. But I didn't feel that for the company that I was with. So when I saw Monat come into the social selling industry kind of by storm 2 years ago, a friend of mine actually sent me samples, and she was like, I want you to try this, just check it out, whatever. And so I was like, okay. And in my head, I'm thinking, I might be looking for a new opportunity. I don't know yet, but I'm no dummy. So I'm not going to use those samples. And I took them, instead of using them, I took them to my hairstylist, who was at the time, 17 years in the industry. She was an educator at the beauty school here in Phoenix. She worked in her own salon for almost 2 decades. And I was like, I'm going to take these to her, and I'm going to see what she thinks, because I could probably use them and I could probably love them, but I'm not a salon professional. I don't know, I'd probably be like, oh, my hair feels soft, but I don't know. So I took them to her, and I said, I need you to try these. Somebody sent me these samples. You know more than I ever would about kind of being able to compare them to all these different lines or whatever. And I want you to try them and just let me know what you think. No pressure, just try them. And she was like, okay. And she was like, I have to wash my hair tonight anyway. That's no problem. So she tried them, and she texted me the next morning, and she was cussing, you guys. She was so excited. It was this long thing, where did you get this? Oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've literally ever put on my hair. And she was like, if this is a business model, the business model that you're in, I swear to you, you just struck gold. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that confirmed it for me, because she knows her stuff. She was a stylist for so long. And so I was like, okay. And I jumped in with Monat because it wasn't something that I wanted to happen without me. I was super excited about the products once I got the feedback from my stylist. I already knew that the compensation plan was really good because I studied it like a psycho and was reading up on everything and kind of doing the math and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to let all these other girls do this without me, because this is going to be massive and I want to be part of it. So I jumped in 2 years ago. January, actually 2 weeks ago was my 2-year anniversary. In my first 9 months, I hit the top of the company. Last quarter, I made it to the top 10 income earners. I was number 7 in the company for income for the last quarter. So to say it's been a blessing and a huge opportunity is the understatement of the year. There's not enough words for everything that it has done for my family, for our finances, for my soul, so much stuff. There's so much good stuff that comes from this company that I kind of just want to share my favorites with you so that you can decide if this is something that maybe you don't want to happen without you too, like I did. So I kind of watched it happen and was like, no, that can't happen without me. And maybe after I explain to you kind of my favorite parts, you'll feel similarly and you'll want to be part of it. So first of all, our company's name is Monat Global, and we are 4 years old. So we opened our doors debt-free. We actually have a parent company in the luxury skincare realm, and they bought a manufacturing company. And with that sort of came the ideas for our hair care company. So it was kind of like a good pairing. They launched into hair care 4 years ago with the goal to do, their first goal was $1 million in sales. And their very first year, they crushed it and did $25 million in sales. And I know that it's because this is simply one of those products that when you try it, you can't help but tell everybody about. And social media, you guys, is like wildfire with stuff when people find out that they love it. Like think about Bird Box, right? Like somebody, I want to know who watched that first, but somebody watched it and said, oh my God, you guys need to see it. And for 2 solid weeks earlier in the month, that's all anybody was talking about, right? And it was like, have you seen it? Have you watched it? Oh my God, the ending. Oh my gosh, this, that. So that is kind of the age that we're living in. When you find something that you love, you share it. You can't help it. You just share it. That's what people do on social media. And I'm positive that that's how this company blew up so quickly. So we're on our way to becoming $1 billion brand. We like to say that we kind of have married the best of technology and science, or the best of technology with the best of science. So we are plant-based. We say no to, there's a long list of like yucky things that you don't want to have in your beauty products that we say no to. We are family owned and operated, and we're based out of Miami, Florida. So we own our own manufacturing company. We have our own distribution center and warehouse in Florida. And why that's important is because we don't have to pay to outsource those things. So they're actually able to pay us more because they own the entire infrastructure of our company, and a lot of companies can't say that. So that's why they're able to pay us less and keep the price points lower. Some of those things that we say no to in our products are parabens, cyclic silicones, phthalates. We're Leaping Bunny approved, which means not a single ingredient in any of our products has ever caused the harm to a single animal, which I love. We don't test on animals, and none of our ingredients are tested on animals either. We don't have harmful colors or harmful fragrances, and it truly is something that you try and you're like, what was that? I'm obsessed, and you want to try it again. So just a few other things. So I explained that we're family owned and run. Okay, so the hair care industry, you guys, is an $81 billion industry, and that number is projected to grow to over $102 billion by 2024. Why is that important? Because we are the only social selling company, direct sales, MLM, network marketing, whatever you want to call it. We are the only company in that industry to offer exclusively hair care. Okay, so not only do we have the best hair care, but we're also the only direct sales company to have exclusively hair care. And that's cool for a couple reasons. When people are looking for an opportunity like this, there's, like I said earlier in the video, guys, there's hundreds of options. If you were to Google like network marketing companies in North America, there would be, I don't even know how many, hundreds, if not thousands. And within kind of each demographic of those companies, you're going to find competition. Okay. So not only, are people thinking like, oh, I want to join a company. I don't know which one. Let's like figure it out. So not only are you competing sort of with all the other companies, but then there's competition within each segment, right? So if you think about health and wellness companies, oh my gosh, probably, I don't even know, hundreds. Skincare companies, so many. Even things like wax warmers and candles and all that kind of stuff. There's so many. There's so many oil companies. There's so many CBD companies. There's so many of every company except for ours. We're the only direct sales hair care company in the industry today. And that is a really, really big deal because it makes us different. It makes us stand apart, and it makes our opportunity super unique. And we're not just going to be, like everybody else selling like some brand of makeup online or some brand of skincare online. So it truly sets us apart, and it makes our opportunity unique and something that people really want to be a part of. We've also had 700% growth. So from 2016 to 2017, we don't have our new numbers yet because 2018 just closed. But for 16 to 17, you guys, we grew 700%. Now, I want you to think about that from like a commission standpoint, because we obviously get paid to rep the brand on social media. We get paid for our sales. We get paid for the sales of our team as well. And if we're growing at the rate of 700%, imagine how quickly your personal business could grow with our company. And it's crazy. So put your business mind cap on for a second and think about those numbers, and you'll see pretty quickly why that is a really, really big deal. Another important thing, keep that business cap on. Another important thing is we have a consumable product line, okay? So what that means from a commission standpoint, again, is repeat business. So people are going to use the product, they're going to love it, they're going to use it all up and run out, and then they're going to need to order more. So every customer that you have turns into what we call residual income, and it means that you do it once and it continues to pay you over the course of however long they order for. People become really, really brand loyal to things like their hair care. And what I love about that is most people are like, oh my gosh, I'll never use another thing again. So what does that mean for you? They're going to keep ordering and building your residual income for you just from introducing them to it one time. So consumable product equals repeat business. We also have clinically proven ingredients. So when we say things like it will make your hair 88% more manageable, and it will cut your dry time, and it will, each product does different things. But when we say those things, we actually have clinical research to back it up. So we can prove to you that our product does what it says that it does, and it performs in the way that we promise you that it will. We have, everything was developed by world-renowned scientists and a scientific advisory board. I like to tell people because, if you're a market partner and you're watching this, then you probably know, but I'm kind of surprised sometimes when people don't. So one of our scientists, his name is Jamie Ross, and he actually invented certain patented technology that goes into sunscreen. He helped to develop those, oh my gosh, I'm surprised actually I don't have one sitting right here because I'm obsessed with them, but those EOS lip balms that you see like at the checkout at Target, like he did that. Very smart person, lots of cutting edge technology. Every product that we come out with lately since I've been here has been, sometimes we'll sit around and we'll be like, what do you think the new product is going to be? And it's so exciting because we're like, what are they going to launch? And it's always something that like you could never see coming because it's never happened before. So what a cool thing to be part of when we have, like, for instance, we launched a product called Rejuva Beads, and they are a split end mender. And they're actually the first product proven 100% to mend split ends and micro damage up your hair strand. So when I say we're on the cutting edge of technology and we blend that with science, it really is true. And we are changing the game when it comes to hair care, and we really truly are just innovative and exciting, and it's cool to see. So we also have a 30-day money back guarantee. So for whatever reason you're not completely happy with your products, you can send them back, and there's a 30-day money back guarantee. We also have a less than 1% return rate, and I like to talk about those two things together because if you think about this, you can buy this product, right? And you can use it for a whole entire month. And if you're not obsessed with it, you can send back what's left in your bottles and we'll give you all your money back. And people still aren't sending it back, which I just think is so cool. And it just proves positive that they're loving it. And even if they could get all of their money back, they're not doing it because they're keeping it and they're ordering it again. Couple other things that I think are important to talk about is we don't have to carry inventory. And with a lot of companies, you have to front load your inventory, which means you buy whatever it is, leggings or lip gloss, and you have to kind of like buy it all and then sell it off piece by piece to people who are interested in like that particular size, that particular color, whatever it is. Here, your customers are going to order from your website. Okay. So it makes it really, really easy. They go to your website, they order what they want, and our distribution center sends it to them. You don't have to deliver product. You don't have to get involved in the shipping. You don't have to buy a bunch of stuff and feel like you're turning your house into a warehouse and you don't have to risk getting stuck with any of that stuff because we don't make you buy it and stock inventory. And that's a really big deal. Another thing is we don't have required auto ships, or we call them flex ships here because they truly are flexible for both market partners and your customers, but we don't have a required auto ship. And I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of companies require reps to purchase a certain amount of product every single month. And for different companies, it's a different amount. The company that I was with before this, it was $120 a month just to stay active in the business. And that's hard. That's hard from the perspective of building your business because most people get into this to make extra money, not because they want to spend extra money every single month. Like that's not a business. And it's also important because you can run your business completely free after you sign up. So you're going to order a product pack. There are currently 4 different options. They range from $199, $299, $399, and then like the big mega pack that I'm obsessed with that comes with everything is $649. So that's all you'll ever have to spend. And you're going to get a ton of products sent to you. So you're also getting huge discounts on those products. And I mean, you need the products because you want to use them and love them yourself, but you're also going to get stuff like samples and marketing materials and everything you'll ever need to run your business. And then you never have to spend another dollar again unless you want to. And I love that because not every company can say that. So no inventory and no required auto ships. Pair that with the most generous compensation plan I've seen. We have insane bonuses that you can earn, especially in your first 3 months. We call it our Smart Start program. So it's kind of like a beefed up way to get you earning as much money as possible in the beginning, which in some companies, you can make a ton of money once you get a massive team or once you get to a certain level or once you do this, or that. Here, you can make a ton of money right in the beginning because they've designed it that way, because they know that if you start making a ton of money right in the beginning, you're going to be excited and you're going to want to keep going. And so they reward you in the beginning really heavily for just learning the steps that it takes to build your business. And I love that. We also have a 3-tier car program. So you can earn a white Cadillac and trips. Like right now, a lot of people have just qualified for a free trip to Vegas. Guys, I don't want to I don't even think I could name them all, but I've been in this company for 2 years and they've literally sent me around the world, and I'm not even exaggerating. So before I started in this company, I had never even left the country before, ever. And I've been to London for free, Paris for free, Bermuda. We actually got engaged there on a money trip. The Bahamas. We've been all over the United States, San Francisco, just like crazy amounts of stuff, and you can earn it. And what's also cool is on a lot of the trips that you earn, they also offer some kind of training for part or the whole time that you're there. So some of the trips are just strictly for fun, and some of them are just an incentive, and they will literally fly you somewhere and train you so that you leave a vacation even more successful than when you started. And that kind of can't be beat. I've done more traveling in the last 2 years, like I said, than I pretty much ever had before. So we have basically 3 different ways that you can get involved with the company. You can be a retail customer, which no one picks because it doesn't make any sense, because it's basically you can pay full price for product. I don't know why you would do that, because we have 2 other options that are better. The second option is becoming a VIP customer. Our VIP customers get a 15% discount and free shipping. You also get to schedule your shipments out. So I like to do this with a few different companies that I order from, because I'm the type of person that I'm like, oh no, I'm out. And then I panic when I run out of stuff. So I like the flexible shipments. Your customers are completely in charge of them. So they pick the date. They also get to pick a free product every month, which is cool because it gets them trying new stuff for free just for ordering. They get free shipping on that, access to our flash sales, and like I said, the limited edition product. So I love that. And then my favorite choice, obviously, because this was my choice, is to become a market partner. And you're going to earn 30 to 40% commission. You're going to earn bonuses, the trips that I talked about. You can earn the car that I talked about. And you can build a business in your spare time using social media and events and talking to people in person and kind of whatever way you want to work it. There's lots of different ways that you can build this business, but it truly is customizable in the way that you can come with your goals, no matter how small or how hefty. And we have a plan to show you exactly how to get it. So whether you need a few extra $100 a month, like I did when I started, or what I found was as you start to kind of achieve those things, your goals stretch a little bit, right? So when you come in and your goal is $400 a month and then you earn that, you're like, let's try 600. And then you stretch yourself and then you get there and you're like, oh my gosh, could I earn $1,000 a month? This is wild. And then you get there and then you're like, oh my gosh, okay. So, and then you just keep going. So I love that too. We also, okay, I know this video is going to be up for a while, so maybe I'll just put the caveat that if you're watching this and the month is January of 2019, if you enroll this month with any of the 3 higher packs, so $299, $399, or $649, you're also going to get our brand new restructure line for free. It's 4 products: shampoo, conditioner, mask, and a serum. That's perfect for all hair types. It's kind of like our bond builder. It's going to be the most reparative. It's super hydrating, but it's lightweight, so it's good for all hair types. It's not going to weigh your hair down. It's like $182 value or something. Totally free, included in your kit. So that's the incentive for January. So if you're watching this and it's January, you will get that free if you enroll before this month is over. And I think that's it. If you guys don't have any questions, if you do have questions, you can put them in the comments below. But either which way you want to get involved, aside from the retail one, because that way's weird. We're excited to welcome you to the Monat family. So thank you for sharing part of your evening with me. I hope you're as excited about this business as I am. And I hope now that this video is coming to a close, you understand why this is just the best opportunity ever. And it's fun, and we want you to be part of it. So if you have questions, put it in the comments. Otherwise, we hope to welcome you to the team in some capacity soon.